discuss a lot going on in this earth. Yeah, let's just see if this is good. Ba ba be, ta da ta, toro ti. Yeah. What up, y'all? Nigga riding dirty. Yo! Yeah, baby. What up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm gonna let everybody come in. I'm gonna bounce between the outside and inside. You know what I'm saying? Um, what up, folk? What up, y'all? I messed up my hair yesterday. I did the best I can. Hold on, let me get a hit of that. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? All right, bong, bong, got that band. This side came out a little bit better, you know what I'm saying? I try to fade it as much as I could, man. And then we doing this little part joint over here. Mm-hmm. All right, man. Zay Dollar, random. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. You know what the fuck going on. And welcome to my page, welcome to my channel, Random. Yeah, man, there's a lot popping, man. Let's just start discussing. I'm gonna go in, man. I got this on my brainium cranium, and I definitely want to discuss this. The PPP loans, man. So I heard it estimated $22 billion, man, and it's about 560,000 warrants going out. So to the folk that thought that was an easy, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know what I mean? I don't approve of, all these little scammy ways of getting bread. But let me tell you, man, these motherfuckers, long story short, they got how am I say this? Like they allowed you to spend your bread or whatever little income that you got from that PPP loan and migrated or whatever, let years go by, and next thing you know, they're gonna jam you up for something you don't even got. That paper gone. You spent that money a long time ago, and now you got to pay the price. So to the folk that thought that PPP loan was a quick little, you know what I mean? Oh my God. These glasses are just wild, man. What up, everybody? What up, y'all? Yo, what up, y'all? Peep the background, man. What's going on, folks? How y'all doing, man? Good looking for the thumbs up. What's going on, man? Where you at, Zay Zay Dog? What's going on, Sid? I'm chilling, man. Right now, I'm in the crib, man. What you talking about? I was talking about those PPP loans jamming folk up. Everybody thought that it was like they let you spend it and then go, 6 years later, everybody that so long story short, I said there was about 560,000 warrants going out and totaling 22 million dollars, I mean billion. So they borrowed a lot of money, man. A lot of fake businesses, a lot of people thought that was just, easy money. And nah, what up, Sid? How you, man? Yo, what's going on, Darius? What's poppin', D? Yo, how you been, man? What up, Parvis Jr.? How you doing, man? I hope everything good. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, man. One of my buddies is a truck driver. I have a lot of cool friends, man, that actually, so I have a video, a short that I have a buddy that I have friends that I known for 30 years, right? I'm 44, right? And what's going on, Rusty? How you, man? But one of my buddies is a truck driver, man, and I thought that was so beautiful that he got to that point, you know what I'm saying? And this is the crib, oh man. This is the crib, you know what I'm saying? This is the real crib. You know what I mean? Got the money cat, got the pair of uptowns, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep me, you know, New York City. Nah, nah, Steven, ain't no crackhead over here. Whoa, what's going on, Rusty? I'm doing good, Theo Zay. Thank you for asking. Yo, Darius, that's what's up, man. Like I said, I hope everybody good, man. Oh, Rusty, what? You put too much sugar or cream in it? I hope next time you make coffee or tea for her, she likes it. You know what I mean? Don't ever be too hard on folks that are almost at the end of the end of the game. You know what I mean?
Damn, I'm sorry to hear that though, man. You know what I mean? I hope next time, the older you get, the more bitter or angry sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's either you lost too many people that you cared for and you're still in this, I call it shithole sometimes, you know what I mean? And you just want to go, man. You just want to, sometimes be on the other side of life. You know what I mean? Parvis, brother, good luck. No problem, Parvis. Thank you. She said it was too sweet. You see, Rusty? I kind of knew, right? But thank you for rocking with me, Rusty. Kaboom, kablow. Nigga, what up, man? How you, man? I hope everything good. But thank you, Parvis. What up, Darius? Thank you for that moon, man. You were like you. I know I look young, man. And if you guys want to know the secret, don't fall for stress and drink water. Don't fall for stress and drink water. And then I do 2 meals a day, breakfast and dinner. I don't think that we're supposed to be intaking this much food. I think the food is killing us. You understand me? But yeah, man, let's get them locks up. Let's get them locks up. Yo, yo, let's get them lights up. Let's get those lights up. What up, everybody? Thank you for rocking with my page. $8, $8 random. I'm gonna go outside so you can see the view out there. You know what I mean? Smoke up a little. I got an L rolled up, but I'm kind of a coffee addict, man. Be careful with that coffee, Rusty. Coffee is Nah, right now, so I'm 8 months in, still no excuse. I moved from New York to California. I'm unemployed, no work. So I decided doing this full time. I created my channel in 2010. Once again, I'm 44 years old. Um, I always had a dream of doing a podcast with my friends, where we're just sitting on a couch discussing anything to everything. They always said I had the gift of gab. My mind always keeps going. A lot of folk think I'm on coke or crack, you know what I mean, because of my energy. But I'm just a regular, humble dude, Puerto Rican man, just trying to make people understand that, like, at my age, you could, even if you feel like you're alone, you feel like you ain't making nothing of yourself. Trust me, man. Only time could tell, man. You got to just keep pushing through and keep, pushing towards it. Nah, man, Darius, you always on time, man. You always on time, Darius. You know what I mean? Everybody has life. Everybody has things to do. Everybody has things to maintain. This channel is just here if you guys have the time and the patience to come on and enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Happy Cinco de Mayo, nene! Cinco de Mayo in the building, yes sir. You already, man. And once again, I was talking about PPP loans. My co-host is in the building now. So PPP loans, man. There's a 560,000 warrants going out to the total of $22 billion. The Treasury put that thing out. If you want to check to see if your name is on that list, go to Treasury, USTreasury.gov, and I believe you can see if your name is on that list. You know what I mean? And once again, man, there's nothing free on this earth. That's the thing about the generations below me. They keep looking for the shortcut. They keep looking for easy ways to get the bag. They keep looking for the easy way to get the girl. The easy way, let's just drug, let's do this. Like, there's no easy ways in life. Most of the time, it's hard. That's what life is, man. The way they systematically built this, they made it very hard on us. You understand that? And apparently, for those that have money and that are wealthy, life seems to be grand. If you ask me, right? So that's why I told my audience to stack that paper. Make sure you're stacking that bread for that rainy day. Because trust me, they systematically set up where there's always going to be a rainy day. There's always going to be a time where you get a flat tire. There's always going to be a time where your aunt or grandma goes to the hospital or funeral arrangements or this or that. They're always hitting us over the head with the shovel. But good looking audience. I appreciate everybody. Cinco de Mayo, man. Si tú hablas español, habla conmigo, mi gente. Yo soy puertorriqueño, boricua. Si mi gente en la building, dímelo, dímelo, ¿qué está pasando, mi gente? What's going on, everybody? What I said was happy 5th, happy Cinco de Mayo, man. What's going on, Juan? What's popping, man? Thanks for the thumbs up, everybody. Good looking for my audience. Yo, what's going on? How you say that? Yamaz, Yamaz. Hello, is your name Yamaz? How you doing? What's going on, Juanito? ¿Cómo está, primo? Um, it's you know, I don't know exactly what they do today. You know what I mean? This ain't the Day of the Dead, right? So this is Cinco de Mayo. I forgot. All I know is there was a lot of drinking and a lot of partying, man. So, shout out to my Mexicanos, shout out to all my Latinos out there. And yeah, Cinco de Mayo, man, is definitely the 5th of May. And just to say that bugs me out. It's already May 5th, everybody. We're already almost halfway through this year, man. 2026 is already over, man. So be careful. Another thing, random. A lot of these car lots have all these cars. They want to try to jack up the price. The MSRP says 29 grand, and you over here have it for 69 bands. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? People were just jumping on that gun. There we go. My shit came back, right? Yo, good looking, nene. Yo, let's try to hit that 30 ball, man. I'm gonna try my hardest, man. If everybody keeps giving me thumbs up, if you guys like what I'm saying, what we're talking about, once again, it was PPP loans, man. A lot of people are gonna get bagged up. I don't think that there's easy money out here. I know a lot of people were getting 10 racks, 20 racks, making up fake businesses. You know what I'm saying? But I always tell folk, karma comes by, man. You put that, negative energy, you're gonna get negative back, man. What's going on, Frank? ¿Cómo están, primo? Wild Bear, yo, what up, Wild Bear? Yo, time flies when having fun. I see my grades reminding me. Yeah, Wild. What's going on, Wild Bear? Yo, if everybody don't know, I went on Tat's page real quick and I met this guy named Wild Bear. Now he's in my joint. You know what I mean? So everybody say what up to Wild Bear. You know what I mean? If you don't know Tat, the guy that always has, great conversational pieces. But what's going on, Nene? Talk to me, mommy. I hope everything good. What up, Stormy? Thank you, Nene. What's going on, Darius? Thank you, Frank. And once again, man, Zay Dollar, random, Randumb. We outside, we inside, we everywhere, man. And I hope everybody having a great day. You know what I mean? We already on this Tuesday. And yeah, man, it's May 5th, man. And Friday is Mama's Day. Friday is Mama's Day. I'm definitely gonna do it live. We're gonna shout out the mamas on that Friday. And yeah, man, we're doing our thing, man. He was saying he's good peeps. That's what's up, man. And he grinding, he's working. I always love people that work. You know what I'm saying? I happen to be, look, when I was in New York, I did have gigs. I did have my job, you know what I'm saying? But, moving to a new place, you just got to get your shit, going. You know what I mean? So instead of just being lazy and jumping on my PS Portal, I decided to take 2, 3 hours out of my life each day to do a live, and then another hour and a half just to try to put some, little shorts out there. Putting the song. If you guys know my shorts, I go off of music and vibe, so I try to hit you with what I think the song matching that moment, right? But what up, folk? Let's talk our ish, man. Let's talk it, man. There's a lot of cars on these dealership lots still trying to overprice us. MSRP is overpricing, man. You bring the price down and we'll start purchasing these cars, man. They're trying to have 72-month freaking, you know what I mean, loans and stuff. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate you, mommy. But what's going on, man? How's everybody doing, man? Anything going on? Of course, YNW Melly, random. He had a bond hearing. I believe they denied it once again, and they set his trial for January, blase blah, 2027. That man has literally been locked up or behind bars for about 7, 8 years now. And they still haven't, gave him, definitive not guilty or guilty. So that is crazy that you could literally be behind bars for 7, 8 years. And that never was a thing. Cases used to go, pa, 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 pee, let's hit them. But now the court system knows that they can monetize. Remember, courts used to lock up regular folk. Oh, for weed. Yeah, 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 yeah. You go in and out the system. It pays. Some people get locked up. And, jails are a business, right? Then they figured out, yo, let's start hitting these rappers, man. And back then, rappers were really trying to keep it like, yo, we don't want to get involved with nothing. That's why a lot of beefs ended like the way they ended, right? But now people are wilding out, crashing out, as they say. And yeah, man, we're gonna build a case around you. We're gonna RICO you, and now you're gonna pay heavy with the lawyer fees. People don't understand when I say it's a business. You have the judge, you have the plaintiff, you have the stenographer. If you don't know, the stenographer is the person that types every word you're saying. My mother used to do that. You know what I'm saying? She types very fast. Um, and yeah, man, you know what I mean? They know that the wheel has to spin on this and we need business. Business is good for business, let's say, right? You know, look at his eyes. He looks like a serial killer. Yeah. But yeah, man, is I know, right? But it's dope, man. Life is dope. I'm happy to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I woke up, I saw some ish about the PPP loans. I saw another thing. When I tell you guys keep your antennas up and stay safe, a lot of carjackings are happening. And there was a one recently that the Spanish dude tried to run up on this black guy with his family, baby. Woman had to run out with the baby, you know what I'm saying? So the Spanish guy's trying to get in this car. He's trying to take the guy's car. And my man pulled out the thing anything and you know, RIP. But be careful, man. St. Illinois is notorious Jack City. Yeah, Noodle. I ain't lying, right? And the thing is, when things not that they don't get yeah, they don't get the publicity, right? So things are the way they are. But when they start happening in rich neighborhoods, now we want to start being sensitive. Now we want to say, oh, the Kia boys. Now we want to, you know, but like every other state, you know what they're doing? They're getting rid of, they're minimizing the police stations, they're firing all cops, and now they're making it easier for theft to happen. So they raised it from whatever to 1,000. So now instead of like that $20 Snickers could put you in jail, now you need a million Snickers, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it's just bugged out, man. I don't like what they doing. I see what they doing. They're destroying cities. They're destroying states because a lot of folk don't know how to act outside, right? A lot of folk ain't civilized. So if you put enough crumbs on the floor, you won't get enough rodents to try to eat it, right? So that's what's happening, man. They putting crumbs out there, and folk are just, you know, and I just saw this thing in Chicago, man. 4,300 businesses are wiped out like this. Chicago did the same thing Cali and New York did by raising the price of theft. Yo, 4,300 bit. And these are small time, Walmart loves that because they want to be conglomerate. They want to have one store, one grocery store, one super. Like they want to rule all, man, and it's bugged out. What's going on, Chorus? How you doing? What's going on, Main J? How you doing, Pa? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the attention. Thanks for the time and awards. You're ready. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you. From me to you. $8, $8. Here's that heart, man. Yeah, man. They complain, but still, yeah, they complied. I got you. I got you. Good looking. Good looking. What's going on, Noodle? I hope you and the family doing good. Yo, what's going on, man? My peoples is in the building. How you doing, Claren? But once again, man, sidewalk was popping, was shaking, baby. I hope everything good, man. Netherlands, and I often get reminded how well and safe I have it compared to some places in the U.S. Yo, sidewalk. I'm so happy that you are in a place that people act civilized, and all it is just being civilized, man. All it is just being grown up, man. There's no extra treatment that places that don't have theft or that are safe and that are peaceful. There's nothing extra other than acting grown up. You see that thing right there, that cell phone that's on the floor? That's not your phone, so you can't take it. The cell phone you see at the edge of the diner table, you want to try to snatch it? That's not your phone. Other countries got this down pat. Since the little kids, they knew that's not mine. I can't touch it. And if I find something that's not mine, I'm gonna bring it back to the owner. Nope. I don't know how we raising these folks, man. But everybody thinks everything is free. Everything thinks that we're gonna clone an app and borrow from Cash App and max out credit cards. You're destroying this country. You see, the difference was we will max our shit out, but then try to pay that fucking thing back. We have to pay. What up, MD? What's going on, Darius? What's up, Nene? Everyone wants to be gangster like these as rappers. Everybody wants. As soon as that camera on, everybody is the toughest serial killer alive, man. It's okay to be regular, degular. It's okay to um wanna go fishing. It's okay to actually be a dad and moms to your kids. It's okay, man. It's okay. It's a sacrifice that needs a lot of attention and a lot of money nowadays, apparently. But yeah, man, we're gonna make it through this, man. And we gotta raise these kids better. All YNs come to Zay Dollar Random Channel, man. Come to my page, man, and I'm gonna teach and learn y'all something, man. You're gonna be well etiquetted. You're gonna no elbows on the table, man. You're gonna learn how to eat with your mouth closed. You're gonna speak, when spoken to. You're gonna speak in clarity. No more mumbling, man. If I don't understand what you're saying, then we can't talk, man. What's going on, Noodle? That's the illusion. There's no safety. The best way to survive is to be hyper vigilant. Thank you. People call it paranoia. I call it being street smart. Let's go, Noodle. What's going on, MD? My bro, man. Thank you, Nene. Always chiming in. What's going on, Wild Beard? What's going on, Chorus? What up, Tash? How you doing, man? I hope Sidewalk. I hope everybody doing good, man. For real, for real. You know what I mean? Once again, I'm gonna have my joint on Friday for the ladies, for the mommies. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna big them up. Mother's Day. What up, Frank? I hope everything doing good. I know you're doing your traveling thing. You should be coming home soon, or you know what I mean? I do listen. I do, pay attention to my folk. You know what I'm saying? It's always good to know what's happening. You know what I mean? Yo, MD, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't never lie, MD. It's always good to be the yo, Frank. What I always say, out of sight, out of mind, man. Out of sight, out of mind. That was always a saying some old head told me. He was like, Zay, you don't have to hang out in front of the block every day. Zay, you selling whatever you doing, Zay, you don't have to be there, man. Because what happens is you put a target on your back. People jealous, people hate, people wanna take what's yours, man. So, out of sight, or out of mind, man. And it's funny because, I always was in Florida or road tripping or doing things where I was like flying back home on Friday. That's what's up, Frank. How you getting home, Frank? Airlines? Everybody, can we talk about it? Nene, let's talk about it. Yo, Spirit Airlines is gone? So how we gonna get that little cheapy on? What's going on here? Yeah, let's get them likes up. Yo, I'm about to have the 10 ball already, 21 minutes in. Yo, I appreciate everybody. Exactly, side. It also very cool. Thank you, thank you. Let me see. Hi, Darius. Good morning. I got you, MD. You know what I mean? You know, this channel is so grown up that even when you misspell, like certain people jump on they wait for that misspell, they wait for you to say a word, misarticulate a certain word, right, just to harp on and tell you that they know, like, stop, man. We all know we misspell when things happen, we typing fast, so let that be life, man. That's a lot. Like, then they precisely, real gangsters walk in silence, man. You always stay silento, man. Yo, there was always all right, there was always them words that, like, yo, pa, wherever you at, man, observe your settings first, man. Check the temperature, the vibes, man. I know you like to dance. I know you like to party. You the party starters, all good, man. But tranquilo, cuidado. Oh, you doing Southwest? Oh, we still got Southwest, right? Thank. But yeah, Nene, you never lie, man. Hasn't fell out of the sky, but people say it's crap. I used it twice with zero problems. Yeah, Nene. Yo, I remember TWA. Anybody remember JetBlue? What happened to JetBlue, y'all? You know what I mean? And I feel like it's sad, but it's like, what happens is people buy these stupid flights with credit cards. This is why I say if you don't got cash, don't buy it, right? And then you default on that credit card. Now that business doesn't get their paper. And then, so, this is what I mean about the kids and playing around with these credit things. Yeah, you think it's free money, pay it back. Pay it back so the economy could keep moving. Everything is based off the payment back. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as free money. I know COVID tricked a lot of folk with them checks every week, but that's not life, man. And I know a lot of people can't wait for universal income, but let me tell you, the source that's not cool. If you're one of the people like me that like to reach for the stars, now regardless of how high I reach, I'm still gonna get that income. That's the trick, y'all. So even if let's say you a janitor, yeah, to a janitor, 2 bands a week is awesome. But to the doctor and to the lawyer, that's not awesome. You know what I mean? JetBlue is expanding since Spirit always. Oh, so JetBlue is still there. German saying the gentleman enjoys and shuts up. Yeah, MD. And German saying that's a dope saying actually. You know what I mean? A gentleman enjoys and shuts up. Trust me, man. They always said the less words are better, man. You don't always got to be, telling your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Me, I have the gift of gab, which is very like, how you say, like, I'm a good conversational piece, right? And I don't hate. I don't brag. I'm very humble. You know what I'm saying? I don't think my shit, smells, roses. But and I'm lucky, I'm poor. Not, you know what I mean? Like, cause like money does change people, man. You could have the sweetest fucking person, man, and as soon as they start making money, they will somehow, say something slick to address you not having that bacon. You know what I mean? I always kept myself off the streets though. That's why I got my name. Yo, Sidewalk, man, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? A lot of folk think that indulging in that mayhem is how you get your stripes. No, graduating college is cool. Getting bailed out and doing a 6-year bid, that's not cool. You wasted 6 years, 10 years, 20 years of your life because you try to get it the quick way. Please, man, let's learn from our ancestors that went to jail. Let's try to learn, y'all. And I think that it's sad, man, because I think about the death, right? The amount of rappers that we lost, the amount of I'm just saying rappers because collectively you could trace it better, right? But the amount of freaking people that are lost to just music, to just beef created out of air. Because think about it like this: I'm from this state, you're from that state. There's no way we would ever have beefed, right? But somehow, because we're label mates or whatever, it's bugged out, man. Exactly. Seems like motion. Like, man, on a live, glorify the street BS, man. Peace and love. What's going on, ISO? Peace and love, man. JetBlue is expanding since. Yep. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to. Yo, thank you, Darius. Let's take this outside a little bit. You know what I mean? Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, man. Um, it's actually cold, man. I'm gonna have to do a drive by real quick, in and out, smoke a little bit. But it's just sad, man. Like the music. I saw that Philly kid that rest in peace. He's dead, but he did a song where he's digging up somebody's grave. It's like, yo, why are we being so extra, man? You know what I mean? Oh, actually, oof, I feel that wind already, man. And yo, I don't know who lives like in the middle of this country in America, but yo, tornado season is coming, and they said the weather is getting worse. What's going on, ISO? Thank you for rocking with me, man. I appreciate everybody. I'm just throwing on this little cool little shirt real quick, my favorite shirt. And MD, talk to me, man. What's going on online? Are you legally allowed within 100 feet of playgrounds? I'm not. Damn, that's funny, but damn, man. I am, you know what I'm saying? But whew, whatever you did, man. But yeah, man, I hope everybody is just chilling. We living and we understanding, life is you got to put in that work, man. You really do, man. I know some folk get it the easy way, but the easy way don't last forever. And I think a lot of OnlyFans and streamers are letting us know that now, right? We thought that money was gonna last forever, man. Ever, 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 ever. Oh, damn, good save. That's what's up, online. Thank you for rocking with me. Random this is the page. And I appreciate everybody coming to this channel. Thanks for the you know what I mean? The thumbs up, and let's just like dive in, man. I glorify the streets, but I'm talking about urban space, architecture, and public interaction. Yo, MD. And that's the way to live. Yo, folks don't understand when you think outside. And I hate that. It's like, yo, think outside the box. No, it's just regular thinking. When you think and you have like a good self-awareness, yo, I promise you, man, this life is fun, man. There's so many cool things in it. The history we did save, but a lot of us don't, we think shit like that is corny, and I'm gonna tell you, all the corny shit is fun shit to me. You know what I mean? No farts allowed. Good looking in it. Yo, I hope Christy kid is feeling better, man. For real, for real. Talk to me, Frank. Quote of the day: God didn't clean you so you can pretend you were never messy. Your testimony is someone else's hope. That's a fact, Frank. And that's another thing I try to deliver is like, yo, trust me, man. I was a street kid. I was doing bad things. I thought, once again, that I was, you think you the shit, man. And then when I hit 30, I was in some other shit, and I, did what I had to do. And now at 44, like I say, I'm so grateful to breathe and be here, man. Don't smoke, y'all. Yo, good looking for the 99, y'all. What up, folks? Hugs to the crew. What up, Fire? How you doing, Fire? Thank you for the quote, Frank. Word, word, word. Delete it. What up, MD? That's a fact, man. I always get you, MD. Smashing that like. Good looking, good looking. Like, you know, it's just it bugs me. You know what I'm saying? It's bugged out how much influence music truly had, man. And it sucks because, yo, greetings, hey, what's up, fire? Like, I wish like they go, oh, things are so they're like they influence people. I wish, how come the positive shit don't influence people, right? Like, why the positive shit don't stick as much as this negative nonsense, man? Why do people want to see me get punched behind my head? Besides, you know what I mean? Like, that'll make me get my first million, right? Like me getting washed on the ground and shit. Like, damn, man. Like, can't we all just get along, right? Like, but we're happy Cinco de Mayo, man. I knew it was May 5th, and I'm like, yo, is that May 5th? And it just didn't click. I feel like the older you get, right? Like certain things are just like, what's going on, man? But it really is May 5th. I was gonna say already, but it really is May 5th, man. Already, man. May 5th. January, February, March, April, May. One more, that's half the year right there. Gone, man. So that's why I say be careful and make sure you're doing the right thing in life so you don't feel like you're wasting it. I feel like some people waste life and then they get mad and then they self medicate with, pharmaceutical. You know what I mean? Like they take themselves even lower. It's like, no, man, you still got this. I know you may feel like 25 is the old is old, but no, man, you still got this, man. And once again, if I could do this, trust me, anybody could do this, man. For real, because there's a lot of great thinkers. There's a lot of good people out here. What's going on? Soldier Boy, yeah, Drake. What up, Black? Yo, shout out to Iceman, man. It was good. Yeah, man. Yo, Black. I always knew you had this awesome energy, man. What up, Black? How you be? I always say B. You know what I mean? Out of respect. You know what I'm saying? But what up, B? How you, man? Hope everything good. You already know you were missed. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on? Everybody be in the building. You already. You know what I'm saying? Good entrance, pal. Good, good fucking entrance, my Jeezy. I love that we be tapped in sometimes. Drake, like some people won't even know, like Drake. You mean the nigga that don't know that he had a baby and his baby is out? Like Drake. He said the nigga that don't know if he want to be black or white, Drake. Yo, he went in. Shout out to Soldier Boy, man. Yo, if you don't know, Soldier Boy did the Superman, right? But right now I think he's just like, and he was ahead of the game, y'all. He was doing YouTube, he was doing a lot of internet stuff. Him and Joe Buttons way before, a lot of this is what it is, man. So shout out to Soldier Boy, man. He always has his finger on the post, man. Drake. Wait, talk to me, MD. Thank you, Nene. I'll go check out MD if he got music. I'm always supportive. You know what I mean? I bounce around as much as I can, man. I promise you I do. You know what I mean? But after this, I'm gonna go do laundry. You know what I mean? I gotta treat the wife like the empress, the queen she is. You heard? If you don't know, on Friday I'm leaving to go to Georgia, ATL. But what up, folk? What's going on, man? The weather's telling me to go indoors, $8. In fact, that's where we're gonna take it. And another thing is I'm trying not to be roasting L's, and obviously the L always takes me off my game, but um just smoking cigarette back to back just because I'm outside, as opposed to, like, cigarette smoking to me is almost like boredom, like biting nails and shit. But yeah, man. I'm getting a little chunky monkey now that I've been in Cali, man. They eat a lot in Cali. Let me tell you, man. Motherfuckers is eaters out here, man. That's why a lot of like, In and Out would be so successful because, they eat, you know what I'm saying? But what up, folk? The Americano way, eating, man. Shout out to Glizzies, man. I really do like hot dogs. Pause, man. What up, Zay? What up? What up? Nene? Yo, what's going on, Black? Happy 5th. Happy year. Single de Mayo, man. It's on my YT YouTube, on everything, my same channel name. All right? We got you, MD. I promise, man. You're going to see, a couple of likes from me. Yeah, man. You know? And that's another thing. Like when you think about time, how quickly it is just to hit a button, subscribe to somebody's page and take your time. You got, 15, 20 minutes to watch Mr. Beast or you know what I'm trying to say? Like something else. So give somebody one of us, you know what I'm saying? Just like, let's continue with this little network we're building. So we have a lock on it like other, you know how they do, no disrespect, but DJ Academics knows no jumper, no jumper knows Vlad, Vlad knows this one, that. So they go back and forth, they share gas, you know what I'm saying? They be running trees on their gas nowadays. Let me stop. But remember when gangsters used to be like, "Yo, get that camera out of my face, man. Yo, chill, man. Don't record me." Now motherfuckers is on Vlad couch like this. Yeah, man. Last night I killed 3 motherfuckers, man. And the feds ain't gonna say shit, man. They ain't looking at my channel. It's like, yo, what's going on, man? Why does allegedly Vlad TV, why does his chair or couch make folk want to just like, spill the beans, man? DJ Wacademics, boy. My man from Jersey over there, Jamaican. You know, folks don't understand like trap lore and all these guys. When they put videos together, you're building cases, right? You're like, um, not lucky, but Vaughn is dead. There was a video about he's a serial killer, literally tracing every body, every hat he caught. It's like, yo, man, be careful, man. I know you guys think you journalists, but even journalists knew the line across. You know what I'm saying? But yo, if you follow DJ Academics from those beginning Chicago days where he was literally promoting, and remember he was giving 1090 Jake too. He was giving them and let's 1090 Jake, I know it's a white boy claiming whatever, whatever. I ain't going, it is what it is, man. But yo, I feel like yo, what's going on, Sago Food? Yo, look at that goes on Vlad goes to jail after. Yo, you know what was bugged out, Nene? He had an interview lined up with All Star JR, and they caught him on the route going to the hotel or wherever he was going to do the interview at. So it's very, Vlad, you may be not be like literally speaking, but they probably got your shit lined up, man, bugged up, man. You know. And Vlad, one of them goofies, I could tell he talk, man. He looked like he talk about everybody business but his own. You know what I mean? You know them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Always got something to say about somebody else, but never throw his laundry out there, right? But it is what it is, man. What's going on, Dom? Thank you everybody for rocking with me. Good looking. We got the tempo going, nigga. We got the tempo. Tempo. Oh, help me. I broke my back, nigga. My neck and my back. What up, y'all? My neck and my back. Remember that shit? What's going on, y'all? Got the 10 ball. Good looking, y'all. Everybody, you don't understand how much those likes mean to me. You know what I'm saying? It means that on top of listening to my, crazy Puerto Rican ass, you guys are actually, appreciating it. But good looking, man. I want 150,000, man. Let's talk that. Let's talk that, Dom. Manifest that in your life, babe. Manifest that, man. Now 1090 dumped his girl and wanna be a cowboy with that white plastic blow up down. He had a real yo. That's wild. You say that because these motherfuckers really think that getting a white chick means you won. You like you winning, man. Yo, first of all, a lot of those. Let me tell you a secret. A lot of those, no disrespect to white women, but a lot of the white women that deal with these rappers, they don't even like you like that. They really, yo, folk don't understand. They really will do a 10-year bid on you and deal with your shit, live a great life, and then take you for all, man. Look what Scottie Pippen, I mean, even though whatever, different rate, but you know what I mean? Like, just be wary, man. A lot of these guys, man. What's the dude that just graduated, man? Whatever, man. Just be careful who you choose, man. That's all. Why can't you go on a couple? Yo, what up, Tat? What's going on, Tat? Yo, everybody, Tat in the building, man. Yo, I went on his page. He was working, grinding already. Yo, shout out to Tat, man. Thank you, man. Thank you for the love, man. You already Tat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you, man. For real, for real. Stay working, stay blessed with you and the wife, man, and continue pushing, man. That's all we could do, right? You could tell by the grays in our beard, man, that like life is really it takes his chunk out of us, right? Or let's just say me, right? But the perseverance and just the positivity makes me keep going, man. And then the fact that I met somebody I never would have, you know what I mean? Even though I manifested it, but I still am so blessed, right? So it's like, yo, man, I ain't gonna complain. Yo, God, thank you, man. I'm where you want me to be, man. Yo, and Frank, you know, sometimes, a lot of people don't like to discuss the other side, right? We always used to have this, the emotional connection or the side of like, damn, look at that girl she dealt with, that's so and so. But, a lot of people don't understand, yo. Even that dude, what's his name? There was this guy, he did a voice on The Simpsons. His last name was Hart, and he was going through divorce with his wife. His wife ended up shooting him in the head and then took her life, man. He was 49 years old, man. That story always rang with me, like how malicious and wild, women can get, you know what I'm saying? But it's not all, obviously, you know what I'm saying? There's obviously men that do that, killings too. So let's say it for real, you know what I mean? But Will Smith, man, I don't know what's your orientation, man, but you know, and even I no, yo, your kids, no disrespect. Well, I promise you, but your kids is weird as hell, except for the one that don't be in the limelight. That boy is the only normal one. Yo, my son he wore a house. His pocketbooks look like houses. It's like, yo, what's going on, man? Look at Travis Kelsey left the real sister to be with Taylor Swift. Yeah, yeah, and I know that's gonna burn him in the end. You already know that one. You already know that one. Because a lot of people don't understand when we say the sister, right? The sister is a strong woman, right? And a lot of times, just like in Gucci Mane, and a lot of men that have a strong woman by them, they usually handle the business. They make sure that that money stay around for a long time. When you have that good one, you understand me? So when we saying the Kelsey situation, it's like, yo, my man, you just ran for the popularity contest when it was the one that rolled with you when the wheels was low. You know what I'm saying? But you can't teach a old dog new tricks. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men just go, they think with they wee wee. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's all said and done, it's like, damn, man, I had a good one. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't know what's up with that. Oh, Nene, already caught in a lie on the stand, and they co-hosting the building, y'all. Yo, let's talk about it. Random. I had this in my brainium cranium. So, the the Diggs trial, right? Long story short, man, they got video of her celebrating right after the choke, I guess. They got conflicting texting between her and him where he was like, trying to say like, whatever, and she was asking for like 5.5 mil. You know what I mean? She was trying to take him to the bank, man. But that's why it's very scary. It's cool to have cameras around your crib, but it's also scary when you allow certain people in your house. And there's even a show called Neighbors, right? Where it's Neighbors, something Neighbors. It's a funny show where the guy he lives in a very rich neighborhood, divorced, pays for that house, this house, his kid's house. Long story short, loses the job. Um, and in order to continue living with the Joneses, he's robbing his friends, man. You know what I mean? It's a pretty good show, man. Shout out to that show. The actors, the dude from Made Men, man. But what up, y'all? Let me go read this joints, man. Prayers up for Auntie Christy, yeah, and her family. Please protect her and her family. Thank you, Darius. That's what's up, man. Jesus Almighty, man, protect Christy. I hope both of them are, people don't understand that cruise, man. People are dying from whatever's going around. And then you mix in the COVID, keeps getting stronger every year. You know what I mean? But look at Travis, yeah, man, bruh, at Frank. Let me see. Sometimes a woman, yeah, 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 we got that. Okay, I'm catching up, everybody. I'm catching up. Kelsey's following the greener road, nene. Yep, that's a fact, man. And you know what bugs me is like, Zaya, yo, sometimes like, you know, maybe if you took a copy of their book and just went with the money, if you just date, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm like, first of all, my grandfather always was like, if you didn't make the money, um, if you didn't earn the money, it don't feel right spending it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if like I'm not gonna, leech and milk, you know what I'm saying, somebody else's blessings. And another thing is like uh when you chase money, usually it don't end well. You're supposed to allow money to come to you, right? And when you start chasing it, it changes you, man. It puts you in a different mind state. It really does, man. And they call that sociopathic behavior. When all you is me, 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 man. Whatever it takes to get to that finish line, you know what I mean? Yeah, black, good looking, man. What's going on, JD? What's going on, Vance? How you doing, Van? Christy, prayers for you and your fam. That's what's up, Christy. She not in the building, right? We just saying this out of love, right? That's what's up. Cardi knew he was sleeping with 5 different girls. She deleted a lot of texts. Yeah, Cardi, and that's another thing, man. I don't like the fact that like just because of society we go, oh, but he's a sports player. He's allowed to. No, man, he's still a man, man. He's still getting with these women and leading them to think that they're gonna be his boo, right? Whatever game he's playing, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Apparently, that nigga Swanson hit the floor, right? But regardless of what it is, man, pause is like, um, you still gotta treat these women right, man. You know what I'm saying? Because what happens is that broken woman goes to a good guy and then she tries to break him. And the cycle, what's the saying? Hurt people, right? So, yeah, Steven, yo, be careful. I know you the Mac Daddy and you got the bank and you got the bread right now, but you know, just like that streamer boy that got like 6 baby moms, man. I forgot, you know, Future, all these men that accumulate a lot of like my thing is like this. They say procreate, yeah, man. Get one woman and then fill her up with like, 5, 10, 6 kids, man. But bouncing around, man, your DNA all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And these ain't the smartest out the bunch type characters. It's just money type shit. So you populating this earth with a bunch of idiots and shit. Yo, Ned, tell me that's not the story. That is crazy work. That is crazy work. You're not gonna be affecting my everyday life, miss. You my cook. Yeah, I caught you in the closet a couple of times. We gotta stop this. That's a fact, Frank. A woman scorned is a Terminator 3 character. Yo, yo, black, you ain't lying, B. A woman scorned, they said that shit is the temperature is the equivalent to the depths of hell. The lava coming out of volcanoes, man. That's why I never play with a female, man. I never play with a female. I never try to, yo, this bit, yo, the last one I had, yo, I never talk, and that was a thing. They say never pillow talk about your relationships, man. Why I gotta tell you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be like, yo, man, my girlfriend give crazy head. Yeah, now my son wanna know how crazy it is, Goofy. Keep your lips closed, man. Whatever is in that bed, yo, and that's a great segue for Boston Richie, man. What's happening, man? Shorty got pictures of the Tulio, Julio, Dulio. Yeah, what up, Juan? Let me see. A woman scorned. Yup. Future was just blasted for not taking care of his. Nene, that's what I was trying to say. You having these kids and you're not doing the right thing, man. Because you can't do the right thing. You can't. Yo, statistically, they say women will vote in a man over a woman because of the pettiness they have with each other. Women rather work for a man boss because the man boss is very logical, very thing. Woman will base her shit off of emotions. One day fire you, next week hire you again. All craziness going on, man. Not all. Yeah, Juanito, Swizzy. What's going on, man? MBS, what up, Black? Talk that, man. At the end of the day, $1 in the bank or millions in the bank when you leave this earth. Yo, that's another thing, man. Everything you accumulate, you ain't gonna take. I know everybody wants to live. I understand. Yo, but I wanna, yo, but that's what I mean. Go to the store and buy you one of them Dubai chocolates, taste it, and then that's it. Tranquilo, man. Have a trip, go to Disney once every 5 years. You don't gotta do it every year, man. We don't have to start acting out. We don't have to act out for our neighbors or people on the gram. You're trying to keep this consistency of I got this money, but there's holes in that, man. You can't, nobody on earth ran that game or that gauntlet where every day you spending, every day you gotta live lit. We could just tell by Mayweather. We could tell by um they say, there's a huge percentage of athletes after 5 years of retirement, they go broke. These are statistics, real life numbers that folks that accumulated millions are broke. What up, Louis? I'm glad you rocking with me, Louis. What's going on, Louis Loudy? Loudy? Thank you for rocking in my building, man. Random. Yeah, man. Yo, Nan, and it's nothing, look, there's nothing against that, right? It's like all we're saying is there's a particular group of women that's always based life around either illusion, I always say la la land, or um uh like you said, this jealousy, a lot of conversations every time you call them. Oh, girl, you saw that girl? Yo, that bitch had heels. And it's like, yo, chill, man. Like, let the lady live. It's funny because when dudes are reversed. Like if a nigga pull up in a car, yo, family, let me see that whip. Yo, can I how, you know what I'm saying? It's a difference. Yo, those are Jordans, nigga. Them shits is hard. Women is reversed. Oh, girl, red bottoms. What you did to get those? You suck. You know what I mean? Like very, malicious sometimes. You know what I mean? Look at Adrian Broner and yo Frank. That shit make me cry because I like Adrian. I like him. You know what I mean? But I think everybody saw it happening when he was in that ring telling his dad to comb his hair. That yo papi, that jury, all that shit. Yo, you're in one of the most brutal professions in life. Is boxing and UFC, right? So boxing, you're getting hit in your head as a profession. Yes, you could dodge. Yes, you could, maneuver. Or Mayweather was lucky he had that shoulder type shit. And with his speed, he rarely got hit. But you still get hit. You still get rocked. Your body still gets beat up. And a prolonged you enduring that for a prolonged time, only equals, Muhammad Ali, one of the greatest boxers on earth, man. He caught Parkinson's because of that. He caught the shakes, man, because your brain is a sponge and it bounces off your skull, which is one of the hardest bones on your body. Just imagine that, man. And I understand. That's why I understand when a boxer's like, yo, I gave my life. I put myself in that ring because we have seen boxers die from boxing. Boxing is a wild sport, very, very gladiatorial, you know what I mean? But it's bugged out. I know, Black. I know, man. Because those boys are breaking bones, cartilage, and then you see them. Yo, one of my favorite dudes, Nate Diaz, man, he smoked marijuana. Thank God he does, because I think that saves him a little bit. But yo, when you see their speech from when they entered the fucking UFC to yo, a lot of them are like me, like, hey, what's up, man? What's up, man? I'm UFC, man. I can't wait to, tackle that fighter. I'm a whip ass, man. Shout out to me, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you see 10 years later, yo, I agree with you that UFC is a good sport. And it's like, yo, what happened here? Yeah, man, torture fighting cage, brain constantly shook around. Boxers get CTE just like football players. That's a factory. Shout out to that Will Smith movie that put me on. And I saw a documentary that followed uh, a defensive lineman for the Steelers. And this man used to tie his ankles in tape so much that his the skin started like folding over the his, like he used to just leave tape on his ankle, man, and just retape to the point where when they had his his corpse on the table, they had an angle of his foot, and his foot had like and that's like I tell people, like when I got that cut on the bottom of my leg and we put a handkerchief there, the doctor had to cut some of my tissue because material could really merge with flesh, man. You know what I mean? I know folk that like a piece of glass is in them, a piece of metal, you know what I'm saying? Obviously we got metals in us when we break shit, like, but yeah, man, that CTE was one of the craziest things I ever seen, man. Was like, I understand you're making money for your family and hopefully you leave that for them, right? But the damage it does to you is crazy. That's why I don't agree or believe in gyms. Yes, I do. Yo, Trey, hit that gym, work out. I think you should do calisthenics. Make sure you're loose, pause, that you're not cramping. When you hear your bones cracking, do your neck. You know what I mean? Do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. I think calisthenics like that is good. But going to the gym Monday through Friday, 3 for the arms, 2 for the legs, that is crazy because you're not supposed to be working your body like that. First of all, your job is supposed to kind of do that. That's why I used to like construction. I was like, yo, it's like a gym membership because certain jobs boxing movers, right? Like moving people, right? You continuously, that's like a free gig, and a lot of them motherfuckers are jacked, man. Shout out to movers. But yeah, that CTE turning folks into murderers. A few football players killed their wives. That's a fact, innit? People just think when you say CTE, in fact, I should elaborate more on that. Thank you, co-host. That is just something with the brain that you become slower, that you no, it rewires it somehow. And now you're like, it's almost like you went to Vietnam War, man. You got anger fits. You're very angry. You lose cannon. You drink. Multiple wild thoughts going through your head. Like something happens, man. You're not supposed to be ringing your head like that. You're not supposed to be. Even I remember, like I told you guys, random. My man's that dude. Good looking for the thumbs up, man. We still at the 10 ball. You know what I mean? It's all good. It's all good. But I remember folk that used to do jogging, man, and used to always tell me, "Yo, I got a race next week," or they have it like 5 times a year or something, right? Yo, I gotta go to a race, and I'm like, "That's cool, yo, but I gotta go to the doctors and drain the water first." I'm like, "What? What you mean?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. A jog collectively, water just what? What you talking about? I'm 44, man. I somehow knew that gym or the continuous use of something. That's like carpal tunnel, right? When the ladies is typing and she always, with the mouse and shit. That's why they started building things for their hand to keep their wrist up. They started building things in the chairs that keep your butt, there's a lot of things we're not supposed to be doing. And sitting is definitely not one. And I also don't think of walking around the way, straight up, how the military goes chest up. Yo, I saw some doctor was like, yo, first of all, you know how much stress you're putting on your, like they say that we're aliens because this earth, the atmosphere is not good on the gravity, whatever, it's not good for our body. Because the way our body is erect now, the way the bones are is like, the pressure, your spine goes like this every time you're walking, you know what I'm saying? And they said like the better way of moving is like this. Yo, random, you know, the folk that have the holes and they take shits like that, that's the way we're supposed to be taking shits, not sitting down. They say you're supposed to have a stool in your bathroom so you could put your feet up, boom, boom, and have you're supposed to be like, yo, I'm real, nigga. You know what I mean? But word, man, I heard a lot of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? What up, Ray back? The haters back. I want to take Will Smith seriously because I love his movies, but it's like, come on, dude, please tell me you're not the only one who feels that way. I know, man. Did you see that fight this past weekend? Oh, that Mexican, yes. being accused of hitting the other guy. Oh, I didn't see the elbow though. But Frank, I saw after the fight, his face looked like remember the dude that fought Cotto and supposedly Margarito, and he put a concrete he wrapped this shit with concrete and was yo crazy shit, man. Look at the steroid Chris Benoit. Yes, Nene, that's another crazy story. What's good? What's going on, Product King? Yo, good looking everybody for the thumbs up. Thanks for rocking with the kid. Random once again. We outside, we inside, we everywhere. And yeah, we just discussing whatever comes to mind and whatever's current event, man. But right now, man, that CTE mixed with the steroid use, all of this stuff internally is not good for oneself. It's not good for your body. If you look at monks for hours, they just sit there and meditate and literally are somewhere else, man. Their intake is a little bowl of rice, some salad, and fish. We over here eating 20 pounds of food every day, man. That can't be healthy. And the way things are preserved over here, the way things are, remember I told you about chemistry, how they could make a pill be so perfect, you know what I'm saying, and it'll knock you out, the park. They also did that with food. They figured out ways of messing with your taste buds where you think yeah, this is that, right? This is chicken. This is how the texture, right? We're texture based. But I figured out when I went, I was I did tofu for 2 years and I was like a vegetarian. Um we would go to this restaurant, man. And in the restaurant, maybe that's why I'm still looking good, man. 2 years of a vegetarian joint. But we went to this restaurant and I ordered General Tso chicken. It was made out of corn. And I ordered something else. But because they figured out the texture and the sauce. Chinese food always has a good sauce. Those two things, this shit tasted exactly like it. I was like, yo, holy, this is corn, nigga. Yo, this is tofu. Yo, this is, you know what I'm saying? Everything was plant based, man. Nothing was no meat, man, but it tasted the same, man. That was one of my favorite wrestlers. Still can't believe that. Yeah, man. Talk to me. Oh, Benoit. I got you. I got you. I got you. Thank you, Black. Mine was Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, man, rest in peace. They all shrink after steroids. That's a fact. The Latino Heat. That's a fact, man. Shout out to Latino Heat. Yo, RIP, Latino Heat, man. Bret Hart, Jeff Hardy, or mine. That's what's up, man. You know what I mean? And go figure, Bret Hart had to see his brother fall from a damn thing because they always want to be entertaining. You know what I mean? It's just wow. Owen Hart, if you don't know, Bret Hart had a brother called Owen Hart, which was super dope. The last name was dope to me, right? I always said that people have names that this must be a movie because everybody like Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, these names go, right? But long story short, you know what I mean? You had Bret Hart and Owen Hart. The thing was for Owen to slide down, rappel or some shit. Not rappel, but come through like a little swinging thing whatever, a zip line, right? And he hits the ring. But long story short, he fell, hit the ropes or something, and just I don't like, and it was live because they didn't expect this. This was like running pay-per-view live, man. They're like, "Yep, here we go." Oh wait, oh whoa, niggas lost their mind, son. And that's when I knew, man, motherfuckers would do anything for money. They will pay you out, money. They know that money, you're gonna burn through that money anyway. So you never win, man. So you telling me I lose my brother, I lose a life, and you try to give me money for it? That don't mean nothing, that don't hold its weight for life. And that's when I realized, yeah, people do sell their souls. People do lose life. Like with the rappers that, always had family issues. They sister, they mom, somebody always dies a brutal death. It's like, what? I remember Jennifer Hudson, her family got tied up with some wild shit, killed. Yo, I'm like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Uh, but RIP Owen, man, that's a fact. Good looking, that nigga, good looking, fire. Owen died in the arena. That's a fact, gentlemen. What's going on, gentlemen? Welcome to my page. Thank you for the thumbs up. What's going on, alien? Nah. Just using these for the audio. These are the Gen 2 metas, man. As soon as I chop them off, you're gonna hear the audio sound distorted. I tried to do it with the iPods, didn't work. You guys know. But yeah, Alien, there's ain't no Superfly Jimmy Slicker here, right? That was a good. I ain't land, nigga. Ain't no Jimmy Fly Snuck over here, nigga. Rewatch. Let's go, Nene. But yeah, man. It's just when you follow our life from O.J. Simpson having um a police chase on live TV from um rest in peace Owen from Pac Biggie from that Hart guy told you his wife killed him and she shot herself. Like some of these things are like so movie, so out of this world sometimes. Remember that quote that the guy said that the alien, this old man, he's like, yo, the alien ship is gonna come. They all drank the Kool-Aid and they out of here, man. They did that twice, man. One was in Africa or somewhere, and one, yeah, man. I have to be on another platform, but a little here goes a long way. That's a fact, Fire. It really does, man. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your energy as usual, Fire. Yesterday you were landing, girl. You know what I mean? Yeah, thank you. That's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. There's only one way to attack this life, and that's in a positive way, man. I hate folk that, yo, you know how much energy you're putting towards being bitter, how much energy you put towards trying to, wreck somebody else's life. You know how much energy that you could be doing other shit with. Folks don't understand that. Like when you're driving and somebody pisses you off, it's like you're allowing another human to take your energy. Don't allow that. Do not allow people to circumvent your soul or your energy so they could have their laugh and you could just be and no, man. Just the and 48 laws of power, one of the most chapter whatever was ignoring. You know how people hate when you ignore them. People hate. That will rile motherfucker up worse. But ignore, man. That's the greatest fencing trick, the greatest sword technique, the greatest. What the? Yo, how the weather today, man? Negative, 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 negative. Yo, man, the Lakers won, man. They on round two, man. That's so dope, man. Keep with the positive. I promise you this. It'll fade away, man. They can't maintain it, man. They can't maintain it. It takes a lot of energy to maintain negative energy, y'all. You know how easy it is to wake up and be happy? That don't take nothing at all, man. Nothing at all, man. That dude was saying not got killed by his wife was a yeah, he was a comedian. Remember Black? He did the voice for the Simpsons. I forget his name. His last name was Hart. If you guys could look that up. But oh, go figure, Hart, right? That's weird. You know what I'm saying? See what I mean? Some shit like and then when you add up the Mandela effect, when they try to say the Bernstein or the Bernstein, or they try to say this never was and this was. Some lady had an argument with Fruit of the Looms because she said, I remember when the panties or the underwear used to have all the fruits in the back of the tag. They said we never made a pair like that. And then they showed, all their line. And then she went in her attic and found a pair of rusty drawers and pulled it out. Whack Mandela affected live and direct. You hear a lady talking about a chip in her, but no doctor will remove it. It's been 12 years. And then I always believe those joints. I remember Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM. Yo, that nigga always used to have some guest that was like, yo, I got some metallic shit. Doctor don't want to take it out of me, but I got it. And when he's connecting it with like some abduction shit. And yeah, man, I believe things like that, man. And I also believe this. Check your if you got a spouse or if you got a boyfriend or girlfriend, right? Check they back. And I bet when you mush they back or push they back in, you're gonna find these little pieces of plastic from the air. They get stuck in us. I always do that, like behind your ears or over here. You feel all this extra oil, all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Underneath your neck. You know what I mean? And obviously, your back is something you can't maintain. But if you happen to have, a loved one, yeah, man, check out your back. I bet you're gonna be popping some shit out of your back, man. Cornucopia. That's what's up, Black. That's fire. I love that word, cornucopia, man. I think I watched the video about the story a few days ago. That's wild. You see how we be connecting, man? We probably saw the same joint, man. Yo, you ever thought about that? Like literally at the same moment, the same time, you and somebody else are doing the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? And then I believe the doppelganger effect. Everybody got another a twin out there. Yo, what up, twin? I heard I have a bunch of twins with my nostril game. And every dude doing the beard now, every motherfucker, when I grow my shit, I look Muslim and shit. You heard? But yeah, shout out to me being in my skin, man. I love it, man. That brand, yup. I'm sorry, I'm not going to have a heart attack for ignoring people. I'm a Taurus bull. Nah, I know what you mean. But yeah, man, that like sometimes ignoring folk is like, yo, I'm not tapping into whatever you got going on here. Or walk away or something. But yeah, man, a lot of folk, when I heard that Misery Loves Company and a lot of folk that were drugging or doing shit, you know, whenever I had free time, would love to try to chill with me. And I'm like, yo, all you doing is getting like, but Misery loved that company. And all we did was talk about neighborhood niggas. Yo, this nigga making money. Yo, son, we got to slide on this nigga. I'm like, yo, damn, man, you all this day you spending you talking about everybody and their mother, man. You got a daughter in the crib, son. You got to feed. Like, yeah, motherfuckers be too attached to other people's lives, man. That's weird. That's like parasitical. Parasite, right? Parasitical, whatever. What up? I got class today. What up, Ethan? Ethan in the building, man. Hit me with a thumb up, man. I got 70 something minutes in, 71 minutes in. Usually when I do it in the crib, the I got this like device, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I seen it like it's a circle and it's like for lighting, I guess. But I'm gonna change the colors on motherfuckers real quick. Here we go. Let's do boo 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 boo. Alright. But yeah, man. Out of sight, out of mind. Yo, Frank, you ain't lying. I cleaned out my friend's house and found a space rock. I had a yard sale and sold it for three. Shut up, yo. Poncho in the driveway and two looking thing with 3 foot troll looking thing. Yo, that's fire. And yo, folk, a lot of folk that yo, you know who I like? There was this guy. They made a show. It was called um damn. Bro, long story short, they went around other people's houses and they went and they would pay for like things that oh yeah, oh you still got that sign from fucking 1920? Yeah, I'll give you like $40 for it. I could probably resell it for 60. And then you see him total all the things he bought from this person. And then later on, he'll have a segment. Oh, you know that lamp I bought for 20? Yeah, I sold it for 5 bands, man. It's like, yo, you never know what's in that attic, man. I remember they found like letters between JFK or some, you know what I mean? Whatever. They find, a lot of cool documents. So yeah, it's cool that a lot of our parents like storage stuff, you know what I mean? Like, a lot of things held weight to them, had value. I guess you would say, you know. But they definitely lied about baseball and football cards and comic books. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers saved them shits, and them shits have no value at all. No disrespect, but Jordan, twist the ankle. Let a nigga live, man. Let my car go double right now. But yeah, man. I remember some dude found, remember that dude that had that 101 Michael Jordan card that was like gold in the back or some shit? Like when he had hair, I think. It's crazy, man. This shit went for a lot of money, man. But yeah, Nene, I love things like that, Nene. I forgot the show, man. It was a cool show that like the guy went it starts with a P, I want to say, like, but they went to people's attics, farms, wherever, and they were like, "Hey, yo, oh, we'll take that car. How much you want for?" You know what I mean? But I love things like that because you somebody's what was that saying? Somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure, right? Somebody else's garbage is how you been? I'm doing good, Ethan. Thanks for asking, man. How you doing, man? Hope school doing good. Um, yeah, man. You about to graduate, I believe, but or go to the next level. But shout out to you, man. Continue doing greatness, man. I couldn't help it, Frank. My Rottweilers were going ape shit. It left it when I put in the driveway. I knew it came from that rock. Oh my God, that's wild. Shorty said I knew it came from. Yo, Ned, please write or do a TV series. That is funny as hell. Shorty said, homie came. I knew, yo. She knew he was trying to cash out. Motherfuckers are evil like that, right? Motherfuckers be like, "Yo, can I come over? I just gotta talk real quick." And then you look in your crib and that thing that you were going, you know what I'm saying, is gone. It's like, wow, you're gonna be live tomorrow. You're eating Monday through Friday, man. 10. I try to do 10:15 to like, whatever, 12. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Uh, do you, man? Have a great day. And yeah, I'm always live, Papa. A lot of the stuff in the house was from the late 1800s. It was in North Carolina. Man, there you found a fucking treasure chest. My aunt owns Pancho Villa's gun and bullet holsters. That's fire, Frank. Them old school joints. Not the gun, but the holster for the gun and bullets. Yeah. All that. Yo, all those old cameras, those old, pistols, a lot of, you know, you know, 1800. I know shit haunted. Ooh. Yeah, man. What's going on? 5 58 38. Thanks for rocking with me. Good looking, man. And I appreciate everybody once again giving me those thumbs ups. You know what I mean? Uh, like I say, it shows how tentative and how responsive, you know what I mean? And things are flowing, you know what I'm saying? We talking our ish as usual, you know what I mean? It's very therapeutic. People don't understand that, man. Conversing and talking with other people, especially when you don't do this on a regular, it makes you feel part of a group, and that's the thing that's missing was is groups. You know why in class your teacher was put you in a group and never with your friends that she knew you were friends. She always wanted you mixing it, like learn somebody else, man. Oh, go over here. You know what I'm saying? Damn, what's up with my glasses that be rubbing? Yo, Black, why they get rubbed so wrong with the shades? Ah, Metaband tools, Gen version tools, using this again for the audio tools. Motherfuckers are so like, I just want to say something about your glasses. If I was wearing the shiesty, guess what they also would have said? They would have been bugging out about my shiesty, man. Yo, I messed up my hair a little bit, but it came out alright. Came out alright. I'm trying to do the little, little white, little papo sweeto, the papo sweetos. Damn, damn if you do, damn if you don't. Nigga wear the shiesty. Motherfuckers think I'm robbing banks and shit. I wear the glasses. I'm too cool for school. B, I bought a lot of stuff home and I had a yard sale. I made a lot for free 99. That's so you all that was all profitito. That was all profit, man. That's what's up. Haunted. Let's go. What's up, Ethan? I'm already knowing it. Yup, that was all profit. Those are the best, man. Whenever you get something free 99 and then you exchange it for like, that means you made profitito, man. You know. And nowadays that's everybody business is trying to do that. It's like, damn, man. Sometimes you gotta pay, man. You know those businesses where in the beginning the cloth of the fabric was good. You're like, damn, yeah, I'm paying for this, yeah. And then after a while, yo, can we talk about it random? I saw some dude has a store where he sells uh chrome hearts. Yo, can we talk about chrome hearts and how in 5, 10 years everybody's gonna be sad that they wasted 100 bands for a pair of jeans, 25,000. And yo, my man broke it down. He said, yo, these jeans right here or these pair of pants are Carhartt pants, but they just put patches on it and took off the labeling and put their own little thing. That's all. It's Carhartt pants, but because it has the cross and all that nonsense, you over here paid 80 racks. Yo, stop it already. Stop. That's why the government don't think that we're really hurting because everybody's still buying $30,000 jeans. Can we stop? How you got 180,000 with jewelry and all this shit, and you homeless? Or you live in like I don't understand it, man. Yo, and nowadays it was like get the crib, get a car, and get a good girl or a good, hubby, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Vice versa, whatever, opposite, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. We never. You like I when I told people when we were buying troll dolls with the hair with the little gem in the stomach, yo, them shits was like $2, $3, man. So it's not like you were breaking bank buying 20 of these goofy things. You know what I'm saying? Labubus was starting at $100, man. Crazy one. And yo, they don't even know. Shh, they don't even know that most of these things are in Europe and they don't care. They don't like you. They just want the money. So keep on promoting. Why you think you don't see more rappers like, yo, I got a Louis Vuitton a sponsorship. Yo, I got a Hermes sponsorship. Yo, I got a they don't care. You see what happened back in the days when Timberland, we was buying Timberlands, and Timberland was like, yo, I don't want nobody uh from that culture to be wearing my boots. Yeah, that part. When Tommy Hilfiger said, racist joints, yeah, that part. A lot of these brands were made specifically for that. Nautica was made for them dudes that used to ride those boats, sailing and shit. They used to like the windbreaker joints. Timberlands was for the mountain climbing folk. North Face was for so and so. We just took these items and started making it fashionable. And it's like, yo, they don't want us doing that, man. So instead of wasting your hard-earned money, just go get you a shirt and a pair of jeans, man. There's nobody to impress but yourself, man. And even that shouldn't even be that much money because you got to love yourself. And once you start loving yourself, you could walk outside with a wife beater and chanclas, man, and you Gucci. That's crazy, Juan. What's going on, Juan? Tommy, word born. Remember that? Facts. Everything has to be over the top. Those, yep, boob is demonic. Anyway, that look at the price. That's a fact. Approaching your 40s pro club takes over your closet early. Macy's section with the tag that says on sale, that's your joint. If you could find a polo that they threw on sale, yeah, you might snatch it. But yo, we already know we're gonna have the little baby throw up on us. We're gonna get you go to work and get some dirt on your shit. You know what the best feeling is getting your a shirt dirty and you not crying over it. That you spent $500 on and now you gotta get this damn soy sauce stain off. No, back in our day, we would fucking and wear the shirt next week. In fact, it made the shirt harder with the stain. Or when you threw bleach and it messed it up and gave us those different colors. That's tie dyeing, the bleach way. Or when your jeans started getting holes, so you started cutting holes to match it. Yes, that's where all that fashion came from us wearing fucked up clothes, man. All of that. The fashion y'all stole from the homeless folk that they, with the sweater, with the thing over because they cold, but y'all thought that was fashionable. It's insane, man. I heard, I heard, who's that company that they were selling garbage bags for like 10 racks. I wanna say Louis, man. I wanna say one of them joints, man. A garbage bag, y'all. Oh no, it was Balenciaga. Balenciaga. And then half the time y'all ain't even saying the names the right way, man. Louis Vuitton. Niggas like Louis Vuitton, man. It's like, yo, they don't even know the names, man. Hermès and all this nonsense. Something about them Tims though, that's a fact though. Them Tims work boots, car, hard jacket, and yo, almighty Kermit, and your outfit is looking amazing, man. That's the work outfit. Niggas are wearing work outfits to clubs, man. Our pajamas is niggas club outfit, man. We used to run in the store in a velour suit, velour. That's niggas is wearing that. Yo, Levi's my go-to jeans. Yo, Levi's? Yo, family. We went to that. Remember them pictures I showed you? We went to like a thrift store, right? And they got clothes. Yo, they had mad Levi's. And I'm like, yo, something wild that I'm noticing about Levi's. They age beautifully, man. That's what's up, Almighty Kermit. Salute to you, pa. What's up, man? How you doing, man? Yo, that's a fact. And I ain't lying. I got my pair of Tims. I ain't lying. Everybody, that's them Wiz Khalifa's, them 501s. Yeah, man. You get them 501s, and then you get a pair of Chuck Taylors, or like me, I got the Hoka Bokas, you know what I'm saying? Because of the age and, flat, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you could go run down and get the cheaper ones, yeah, A6 or whatever. But yeah, man, they took fashion and they all they did was price everything to make you think that that thing has value. That's all they did. We just knew what was valuable back then. Remember Coogee sweaters? That was valuable. How they knitted that Coogee, all that different thread, fire. Coogee sweaters, yo. Iceberg, remember Iceberg with the cartoons and shit? Yo, we used to have some dope ass clothes, man, that I still couldn't, you know what I mean? Even then, I think I had one sweater, you know what I mean? But yeah, man. Yeah, I do, Brandon. What's going on, Brandon? Wait, what? Savior Steven Seagal. Yo, I gotta. What up, Brandon? LOL. At work now, fixing the farm. That's what's up, Almighty. Yo, I'm in the background, Almighty. What up, Almighty? What up, Kermit? Keep grinding, keep doing you, man. You know what I'm saying? Make yourself proud, make the family proud, man. And just continue being you, man. Live happy, man. You know what I mean? Checking out some others. You already? Pausito on this movement, but we already. Y'all don't remember that they used to take us to farms and shit when we were little in our class, and then they used to have the bucket, and then let everybody hit the others real quick, and then. But yo, that was because they kind of wanted to put in your head that God forbid this system of the city system don't work out. Yeah, you got to go back to living for real, which is knowing how to, get that milk out of that cow, knowing how to, the difference between a cow and a bull, motherfucker. Let me stop. But you know what I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't know how to pluck a chicken and gut it and so and so. These things are going to be the things that are going to keep you alive, man. In the next, whatever they, what I'm saying? Because trust me, I feel like a lot of folk are leaving America and they're gonna make this like a third world country. Like this is like the playground out here. Like they just going, because think about it. When it comes to resources, they destroyed a lot of the farmland with the Monsanto seeds and all that caca. They played too much with the air, so tornadoes, and they messed up chemtrails. That the harp. They done so much detriment that between Yellowstone and the earthquake in California, that's it, man. They out of here, man. And then the diseases they left here, they chopped every tree. We used to have trees the size of buildings, man. You know how beautiful that would have looked like? I don't understand, man. We don't even use paper no more. Why we keep doing trees? What's going on, man? Why do we keep chopping half the Amazon forest? What's all this surplus of resources and then only to just put them in a landfill? All these resources you use to create a chair, and then after 10 years, 5 years of use, that chair is in a landfill, man. We got to create this is I try to think about the system where it's almost like everybody puts you're in a community and everybody puts items that you might don't mind giving up, right? And then it's almost like a loan system. Oh, yo, I need your lawnmower this week. So instead of having 1,500 lawnmowers, you only have two. Instead of having 5,000 whatever clippers, you only have two. Like, we're the biggest wasteful. All we do is collect shit and then waste and waste and waste. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking about the boomers, how much shrimp and steak they ate, it just makes me like, damn, that's a lot of animals, man. Let me see. Thank you, B. I love Chucks on my feet. That's a fact, man. Chucks are the joints, man. They sometimes like Chuck. Oh, wait. No, B, never heard of them. Hold on. PF Flyers. Ever tried? No, I never did. I thought you were talking about Chucks. So they like Chucks. That's pretty dope, man. Do they have a thicker sole? I think maybe if it has a thicker sole, I think I have heard of them. But there's a lot of cool stores that still sell like Airwalks and Heelys and a lot of those skateboard sneakers. You know what I'm saying? There's still like, thank God, a culture for them. They was rocking PF Flyers. That's one of my favorites, B. That's what's up, man. It's all a facade, facade. I don't know how to facade, right? That's that word, right? Facade, meaning like it's all for show, right? It's all like it's all fakery. You know what I'm saying? You remember the movie Sandlot? Yo, Black. Remember Benny the Jet? I bought the black Chucks just because of him. Benny the Jet, man. I bought the black ones. And yo, I'm trying to tell folk that like even when I wore them sneakers, folks wasn't really on my head. Like, and then when I seen, videos of kids going to their prom or they high school hallway looking like runways, it's like, first of all, who are the parents paying for all this shit? and that explains all the scams, I guess, right? Like, cause yo, these kids are wearing very expensive, and yo, and nowadays, bro, you couldn't wear knockoffs because niggas was heavy on it, but now the knockoffs look better than the real joints, man. Facade, thank you, Nene. I appreciate you. You know, I'm not look, I ain't the most intelligent dude. I'm not the most articulate or historian like but I what I do know I try to share, you know what I'm saying? But I always tell you guys I'm always willing to learn. I'm always willing to, know my mistakes or know where oh shit, I need to correct them. A lot of folk get too much into this I'm the ish, I know everything and it's like you don't know nothing. When somebody tells you they know everything, they know nothing. All they know is regurgitated stuff from other people's mouths. And a lot of times that's a bad way of that's gossip. Gossip is like that because we call it gossip because the story could turn into something different. Fact is fact. And you can only get those from books and you know what I'm saying? Yo, imagine that. Yo, I want the Switch 2. I want the PS5. That's $900. And Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out. Whole as L. So now you got yo 999 more than your rent. And I know in their mind they're like, yeah, but the system. No. By the time Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, they said in a year or two they're gonna come out with the new system. So you're gonna pay $1,000 for 2 years of and then got to upgrade or the system is not strong enough to handle. Like, stop, man. Stop it already. Stop. Stop. Please stop. We don't need data centers. We don't need a, I don't need to type in, can you make Donatello do a backflip over Batman while drinking a Gatorade? I don't need to do none of that, man. Leave that to directors and, if you want to be creative in that essence, but no more data centers, man. Fact Z, we learn something new every day, and at least we should. That's a fact, man. I paid my car insurance off. That's what's up, man. I'm telling you now, one, people don't understand. You're paying your bills, paying what you owe. You have to do that. I know it sucks. But a lot of folk are like, oh, I'm not paying my insurance or my car note. Let them tow it, let them repossess it. I don't care. Like, it's like, yo, you should, man. Because I feel like in the future, in 10, 15 years, what they're going to implement is this system on credit, where your credit can make you eat better. Your credit can make you have better air. Your credit can make you have running water. Your credit dictates which road you could drive on or what jobs you could get hired at. That's what I'm afraid of. A subscription based system or there's a weird world where everything is based upon your credit score or based upon what you have like offer or I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't let this high nigga try to explain life. I used to do 1,000 per kid for six and 2,000. Now it would be more like two. Damn. Yeah, word pay what you get, you work for real. Yeah, I used to do 1,000. Okay, okay. Facts, black. Yup. Car insurance is a super duper scam, man. Once again, how come an insurance company could deny me home insurance because I'm in a tornado valley and they know that they don't want to pay out, but I can't just say I don't want insurance. Why the hell, if in 10 years I never got into an accident, you guys don't lower my insurance or even rebate me my money back? Why the hell, if I purchased this automobile in order to drive it on your road, I need it to be insured? That is up. Remember when insurance was like, I is 80, 100, 200, depending on where you was? Yo, folks is paying $1,200 and everything, man. 14, 2,000 a month just for your car that depreciates value every time you touch the pedal, and it also breaks down every time you whistle. Get out of here, man. Waterworld, remember that shit? That shit was like a $700 million movie to make. It's funny, we went to Universal and they still got like a Waterworld little thing going on. Car insurance don't pay my monthly bill, man. My insurance just went up. It's scary, man. And yo, This is another thing I tell folk. Whenever insurance offers you 2 bands, that's how much they offering you. That's it. Stop getting a lawyer and then trying to get 2 million and then wonder why insurance is an extra 100. Cause they don't. What you think they paying out their pocket? No, nigga, you paying for your own lawsuit, man. Yo, Nene, sometimes I'm like, please hit 50. I can't wait to get them discounts. Can I get senior citizen, please? Please. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired. And that's why I feel like these places raise their prices because senior citizen joints, motherfuckers would pay $5 for breakfast. 30 niggas, man. 30 boomers, man. 250 for an old car, 2010. LOL. Yeah, man. Remember that? Motherfuckers used to pay like $1,000 to get you a nice whip. Five bands. You know what I'm saying? You walking out with a Mustang two-door joint. You know what I'm saying? Now, yo, I seen a Raptor for 84 bands, man. When a Corvette, the shit say 60 something. They showed a Tesla 2 years old. The shit was retailed at 40 something. All these cars are like they added another 20 on top. And then, you know, the reason why they love that folks don't can't know how to read because a lot of things are red now, meaning if you don't read the dollar line, so right, look, it says MSRP, whatever. Let's say you like, yo, I'm gonna pay the 50 bands, man. But underneath in writing, it goes, yeah, but there's another 499, there's another thing, there's another that, ba ba ba. So if you don't know how to read, you just sign and yeah, whatever, man. And then you get your bill and then you call, yo, why my shit 1,800 a month, man? You said it was 800. Yeah, but if you read the fine print, Poppy, it said that we was gonna throw 1,000 because you don't know how to read. Yo, but you ain't say that, nigga. Got him. Got him. Got him. That's it. I got robbed at the gas station, 45 gallons. Yo, my shit says 618, Juanito. 618. I think 619. 539 is the cheapest we found. That's Walmart. 539. Her shit used to be 25 to fill up. 28. This shit is $46. 40, like almost 50 to fill up the car. And now we be having that shit on eco mode. Now instead of Zay going to the mall or enjoying a little bit, I got that car parked. When my baby gets out of work, I pick her up and we, go to the cemetery, do what we gotta do, and then come back and park up, you know? But yeah, woo wee, right? Like, damn, man. I want to just pay 6 per gallon for my Corvette. It went up again this past weekend. That's crazy. Yo, Ned, and does that Corvette need the premium? Like 86 or 87? I'm doing 86. But regardless, that's still nasty, man. That's still nasty. May the Lord pour his pill over the brother and open doors for you. Yo, good looking Jesus. Welcome back, man. I hope everything good in your life. Yeah, amen, amen, amen. And I'm about to do 100 on everybody. Good looking for the 12 thumbs up. You know what I mean? I expected to hit the 20 ball by now, but good looking, everybody. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Jesus. You know what I mean? Yo, remember that? I used to love that going to the gas station and be like, you handing $4 in change like this. My man, like, and that shit got you 3 gallons or right? Like, and that's all you needed. Like nowadays, I don't know what it is. Like, if the gas is watered down or something, because only water in something could make it evaporate. And a lot of truckers and people in Cali or hot places talk about their gas evaporating. So I'm wondering, A, we don't have that much gas, so they watering it down. And B, you could literally lose gas just being parked at Walmart and it's a hot summer one day. That's crazy work. Yeah, premium. That's what's up, man. You getting that good. I remember it being 105, man. Word no more Phillips. Yeah, man. It's scary, man, that you're at the And yo, you still gotta feed your family. You gotta feed yourself. You gotta pay rent. You gotta pay insurance. You gotta pay this thing. You gotta pay off your credit card loans. You gotta pay off this debt. You went to college. You know, and all you wanna do is live normal. A house, a car, and your family. Nobody is asking for a yacht. Nobody's asking for all this extra shit you guys swear we need, man. Every time you go to try to buy a car, everything is fully loaded now. Every time you try to buy a house, it's the most modern house ever. Nobody needs this. Give me the basic models and we're good with that. We are okay with basic. Just give us, that's it, a land and a mule, nigga. They don't even want to do that no more. And notice that they playing the game at the end when they're all about to die, right? Now they're playing the game filthy. Now the game is over. Now the board is looking crazy when they're about to leave. Henry Kissinger was 99 years old. All these niggas is in their late 70s, 80s, and they had the best life where everything was cheap, everything was livable. I don't like this, man. I don't like it, yo. And then there's nobody you could talk to. There's no governor, no mayor, nobody in charge that you could say, hey, why is my electric going up every minute? Why the fuck is gas $200? And if something is up, let us know. If you know this is all the gas in the world, let me know. If you know that the whole economy is going to be shot, let us know so we can start setting up. But you guys want us to burn, man. They want us to burn, man. I don't like that, man. Allegedly, you know, but I don't like what's going on, man. Once they was like people are sleeping in their cars with jobs, that's when we started putting we should be like, yo, what's going on here? This is a broken system. When banks are foreclosing and asking for bailouts, it's a broken system. Where's our money, banks? I gave you 50, you know, I gave you $500 to open this bank account, and every week I put 200, and I built it up to the fucking 18,000 or whatever. And now you saying there's only six in it? What's going on? Why is everything feeling like a scam? Why is everything feeling like money, money, money? That's all. In order to do anything that used to be free, it costs now. They're gonna get us on air and water, y'all. They're gonna get us on air and water, y'all. In the words of Michael Jackson, they don't really care about us. Woo! That's a factory. $100 fill up. That car would be in a body of water. That's a fact, man. It was 100 fill up my Sequoia. Oh Lord, need a real horse and yup. I'm just catching up, y'all. 130, I remember. Yep, that was cheap. Nothing is free. Nothing is free, man. $100 to fill up. That car will be in a body of water, okay? And the world merged Michael Jackson and fill up, okay? Facts. They're desperately trying to lower the population, man. They're going to get us on phone battery next. That's a fact. They're gonna get you on, yo, $2.50 gets you 5 sheets of toilet paper. But my nigga, I need 10. Yo, I don't like it, man. I don't like it. And why coincidentally, everything that you need is always the thing that's like out of here. Toilet paper, this, that. That's weird, man. We haven't invented a way of trying to turn some of this old waste like they did with the other paper, that brown paper. Yo, try to make a toilet paper, man. Put all these scientists working on it, man. We need to figure out ways of recycling a lot of the shit that we waste, man. We're very wasteful. I know folk, you know what used to get me mad? Niggas grab 700 bounties, wipe a little thing and throw the whole dry shit in the trash. I'm like, yo, please don't make no babies, man. We don't need more motherfuckers like you wasting bounty napkins and just wasting, wasting, wasting away. Thinking that the whole world is this, and then you're gonna be crying when you know what I'm saying, because motherfuckers that waste never know how to adapt. I'll tell you that one. Yeah, Warren, that's a fact, man. You already know. Here's the new thing. They're making good evil and evil good, Jesus. That's a factory. Speaking of toilet paper, yesterday my husband got an 18 pack because the 24 packs were gone for the same price. You see what I mean? And I didn't even know. I ain't even, you act like me and then it be, nope, I ain't know. But it's spooky, man. Motherfuckers got to go on marketplace to buy toilet paper. And they're going to be scamming us on toilet paper. You're going to open up a whole row and three of them are going to be paper. Like, what? I got scammed, nigga. That's gonna be the new hustle, toilet paper, man. Fresh water, toothpaste, little like regular items that we took for granted all our life is gonna be the hardest things to get. But rest assured, Coca-Cola and Pepsi are all gonna be in your aisles. Seems like we have factories that know how to make Coca-Cola every minute. We can make Oreos. We can make all the caca we want. But when it comes to making real shit, for some reason, we have to put a tariff on that and charge you extra. Notice, go to your grocery store and look at the things that nobody eats or buys and watch those things be $1, 50 cents, 30 cents. And watch when you start buying that certain item that nobody used to buy. Watch next week it's up $1. Everything is data. They follow all our data. They know how much orange juice we buy each week and when to raise the price of that OJ. They know when we don't have money. So that's why Coca Cola is 99 cents this week. They know everything. Everything. Yo, good looking, Nene, good looking, Black. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for the 12 thumbs up, everybody. I'm just talking, man. I'm just talking, man, y'all. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to bless the listeners, bless the ears out there, and let people know, man, this world, as beautiful as I try to make it with my shorts, I also come on my live and tell you guys the reality. Yes, not all of us are living great, Zay. Yes, not all of us got money or all of us in a fundamental good place to just do these things, right? So I understand that. That's why I share those things with y'all so you can feel like you're living it with me. But I do know this world is getting, no lie, harder. I remember I saw one of my favorite videos. It was this lady. She's like, yo, if I knew when my mother was alive, rent was 600, 800, that you guys were going to change it to 2,000, 2,500 when I got older, I would have bailed out, man. And it's sad. A lot of folks are feeling like just giving up and bailing out, man. I understand. I do. But something in my brain says, say, keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. You know, maybe in some weird way, they just start lowering things and start actually caring. Because I don't think that if a person actually cared, they would be doing this to us. Think about insurance. You could take insurance away tomorrow. Nothing happens. The roads will still be drivable, and that's what that bothers me. If we got away with certain sectors, car insurance, just get rid of that whole health insurance. Get rid of everything. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Obviously, the Obama joint didn't work that well. That health care shit. But I don't know what the answer is. I do know though, raising everything is not working. They keep saying, yeah, you have to raise things so blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, when are you gonna stop then? When toilet paper is $800 a roll? And then you're gonna lower it to $100. So in our brains, we're like, at least it's not 800. Yeah, it's 100 though. It shouldn't even be. Yo, don't get me riled up, man. Say dollars, $8 random, man. I'm talking about ish, boy. What up, folk? I hope everybody doing good, man. I did the 108 on everybody. We 1208, 1111. Sorry, baby, I missed it. I love you. She grinding. She working hard. You already know, man. Everybody have a great day. Peace. $8, Cinco de Mayo. ¿Cómo está mi gente? Yo, to everybody, have a great day, man. Weekend coming up. Mother's Day coming up. We got a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. As soon as I click that X, 500 stories pop up out of the woodwork. You already know. You know what I'm saying? Pooch Dicey, say what up to your cellmate, and everybody be good, man. $8, $8, land up. Know what the fuck going on? Love you all, Darius. Yo, everybody be good, man. Everybody be good, man. That's a factory, man. Everybody be good, man. Hold on. There we go. All right. Yo, peace, everybody. Thank you for rocking with the kid. I like this little background right here. And I hope everybody has a great day, man. Nene, Black, Frank, you already know Darius, you know what I'm saying? Jesus. I go down the line, man. I like shouting everybody up. Paul Brown. What up, Paul? You know what I'm saying? Juan, Juan, everybody, man. Good looking Frank. Now we gotta pay to drive. Yup, certain roads just Yo, Frank, I seen that driving it, and they got this lane that used to be carpool lane, and automatically now it's just, it's yesterday was a carpool lane, now it's a lane I gotta pay money for. You know what I'm saying? They messing up this place, and everybody's getting greedy, greedier, greedier, greedier. I don't like it. Stop getting greedy, y'all. Your pockets is full. How much money you need? Peace, everybody. Random. Later, y'all. Have a great day. Later, Kermit. Later, everybody. Peace. $8, $8.